See, they always talk about greenhouse emission and talk about climate change, and something they had never fixed in over 30 some years, the first failed infrastructure. Every civilization from the beginning of man making cities, this is the first thing they destroy. They always destroy the water line, highways, roadways, railways, water lines, waste line, power lines. The way to solve that problem is go out there and fix it. See, our government has never fixed anything. The only thing they do is be collecting our money. Now let's get over here to look at the emission of the greenhouse they keep crying about. Well, you look at it and you see that it actually says industrial 60%. Industrial 60%. Land usage 30%. Land usage 30%. Transportation 60%. 60% transportation. Making buildings is 10%. Making the buildings 10%. Now look at the humans at 6%. Now when you start thinking about that, and they keep talking about climate change and we need to fix all that, well, I got a problem with that because they had never fixed the first part. The first part was that right there. First failed infrastructure. Road, highways, railroads, water lines, wastewater lines, power lines. To fix the problem. There's your problem right there. You see each one, it says semi-trucks, cars, buses, jet aircraft, trains, motorcycles, cruise ships, and buildings. That's their problem. They never figured out how to do that shit. They don't think. They're going to try to use battery cars. Well, you go right back to using up the oil again. And if you use lithium batteries and stuff, you're going to start drinking water. You're going to steal it and use it for your batteries. Got to think about that shit. Nobody pays attention. What they should have been doing is this right here. They should have been doing this since the 50s and they didn't do it. Stop building down. Building needs to go down, not up. You need to put your buildings underground. Oh, I can't do that. It costs too much. But when you look at the price of both buildings getting built 20 or 30, 40 stories, it's the exact same price if you go downwards. That was stupid. Well, that right there would have saved you a lot of money right there if you went down instead of up. They want to waste it. That makes more heat going up. Cut back on motor vehicles. Did you know that in them cars, trucks, and semis, just the semi-trucks, you got over 10 billion worldwide. You got 9 billion of cars, 6 billion buses, 4 billion jet aircrafts, 100,000 trains, 9 billion motorcycles. You got over 3,000 cruise ships. And you got over 1 trillion houses and giant buildings. Why didn't you do this right here? Start building down. Building houses, make dome houses, make underground houses. You didn't want to do that. You wanted to cause it. So you're the ones who's doing it. You're going to sit there and say, well, we can't do that. We're going to turn these in that. Well, that means you're going to steal our drinking water. You can't do that. You're going to have to use plants that makes the gas. See, that's the secret. None of y'all ever paid attention. So there's your climate change. That's your problem right there. And there's your solution right there. Half that solution can be solved just by doing this basic stuff. Cut back on that. Build your buildings down, not up. Cut back on your motor vehicles. Instead of building houses that ain't going to last very long, why don't you build dome houses, underground houses? Save money, they last a long time, and you can always move them around. You couldn't think about that. No, you want to keep crying about this right here. Climate change, and you can't even fix a road, a highway, a railroad, your water lines, your water waste lines, your power lines. You don't want to mess with that. You want to keep crying about this. See, that's all it is. They're stealing our money and putting everybody in debt worldwide. Won't the world leaders start learning to do this right here? Building down, not up. Cut back on your motor vehicles. You don't need no more motor vehicles. If you got 9 billion, you don't need no more. And all them buildings, won't you put them downwards instead of up? It don't make no sense. There's your climate change. There's the solution to climate change and how to do it. I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, really, you got to think about that. There's your problem, and there's your solution. Won't you think about it? Use your brain. Joe Biden, Congress, Senate, NSA, CIA, FBI. Won't y'all start learning to solve a problem? Do it that way. There's the problem, and that's how you solve it. But, you know, y'all going to be out there stealing that money and jumping up and down about this, your greenhouse emission sector, and we know you're lying. See, that's what you call people being stupid. That's why I don't go politics. I got a problem, I solve it. You got a problem, you can't solve it. You say climate change. Man, I wouldn't even want none of them people in government. Especially the Democrats. The only thing they're doing is stealing our money. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.